This is Blossom Valley. We got a map of the whole town. This is a town hall for the mayor. Currently, that is me, but we've had 3 mayors so far. I'm the third. As you can see, he is campaigning over there. This actually needs to be updated. Yeah, so 3 mayors. The one who owns the realm started as the first interim mayor before we had our initial election. Little mayor's office. Everyone's gotten a chance to redecorate this a little bit since they when they become one mayor. So and we have Libby's bakery. It's an underground wheat farm there. I built that to supply the bakery with constant supplies. Be a lot more impressive and very elaborate with X-ray, but there's a lot underground. This is the I think it's a flower shop, flower and dye shop. Wait, no, this is just a house. Flower and dye shop is a different building. This is I want to say it's Libby and Nolan's house, or it's just Libby's, whatever. Here is the tavern. That's a little fun thing that I put into here. Little sleeping area. This is going to be the Blossom Valley Times building. Okay, so he's calling it the Copper Top Tower, but yeah, it's the Blossom Valley Times building. It's pretty plain on the inside. There's not really anything to show yet. So there's apparently a resistance going on. This is the second time that said resistance has appeared. We have some milestones on the server. And then down here, we actually have a little auto music sorter. All the discs are getting shuffled in there. This might be a large storage system, but for now it just holds a bunch of like cobblestone and dirt and stuff for building projects. Alright. I'll start up here and work my way down. There's obviously a lot in this little city. This is Winterfell, if I'm remembering the name right. It's got a little... Probably should have waited before I clicked it again just to make sure it didn't break it, but it's whatever. Someone has eaten most of that cake. This is Nolan's castle. I guess I can't operate stairs. Little dinner area. His flex, I guess. Yeah. This is the wine cellar. So I'll go outside before the forge, stables, sleeping quarters, I guess. There's a little tower up there. Alright. So dungeon, we got an infinite lava thing. This is the dungeons. We have a little, oh, that is no longer what it used to be. Okay. Looks like an auto potion thing. It used to be just a cave. Anyway, we have the dungeon. Yeah, I was an inmate. We did a little breakout thing at some point. There's some lore on this realm. There's a breakout. Supplies were hidden. The mayor at the time, which was Matt, was killed. Little axolotl farm. I think there used to be. Oh yeah, there it is. Sea turtle. Got the throne room. The entrance to that was hidden, but everyone knows about this place, so it just stays open at this point. This is the iron farm. It auto sorts all the iron here, and then it sorts all of the flours into bone meal. Yeah, I kept a door so that I can fix it if need be. Most of the redstone stuff on the server has been me. Not to brag, but that is gonna be why I haven't built as many buildings. This is Nolan's wind farm, windmill, wind farm. Yeah, he's farming the wind. Yeah, little windmill. I don't actually think I've been inside of this thing. It's cool. Okay. Actually didn't realize that he decorated the inside. There's the barn. This is the flower and dye shop. This is Libby's shop. I guess it's closed for now. Little fishing area. So they get a bunch of junk just sitting in the chests, but it's a shop. This is Brandon's. I forgot the name of this house. It's Brandon's house, or Haley, Brandon and Haley's, I think. I think that Brandon did built most of it. I'm not certain if Haley built any of it or not. This is also their house. They have a little area. This was also Brandon. This is kind of his kind of corner. I think he called this something. I think this was a pagoda. I'll climb up in a second. Little lake, pond, whatever. believe there's something over here too. Yeah, okay. This might be Haley's. It's an armadillo habitat. Yeah, farm. Feeds. Oh, yeah, I guess they made a bass salt farm. For some reason, they trapped an LA here. This is the Sleepy Bee Casino. Some of the insides is a work in progress. I was working on a slot machine. I've not built a true one yet, just the one that does the aesthetics. I was trying to figure out how to make it look a lot better. The slot machines I've seen, I was gonna model one of them. Alright. Bunch of bunny statues, just because. Sheep farm. Shears the sheep. Plenty of storage for it. Cool. This is... I think that Nolan built it, but yeah, it's a tree house. As I had I should have just flew up here. As I had previously said, there was plenty of lore in this realm. I'm about to show one of those. So there is a resistance. This map is also not updated. It's actually less updated than the other one. Probably. I might edit out how I got in here and just show that it exists. But so many people are already in the resistance and would know exactly where that thing is. View of... Alright, this is my house. Well, not the initial house. I guess I could have started where it began, but this is the first actual build above the ground that I've made. There's upstairs balcony area. There's an attic. If you aren't already, I would recommend speeding up the video. Okay, oh, well, I left that open. Yeah, secret entrance. Have a war map. it used to be where it didn't matter if you just added more water. They updated the was gonna be something. If you added they updated the observers, so the secret doors no longer work both ways like they used to. Oh wait, it wasn't this one, it was this layer. Huh. I always forget. There we go. 2 entrances to 2 different caves. There are secret entrances back into the base as well. Just if from in those caves. Mostly for if you walk out and accidentally lock yourself out. The most dangerous entity in any server is Tim. Also, I have a way down into the other my other base, but I will go the long way because it's more interesting this way. Got mailboxes. The Blossom Valley Times used to deliver some newspapers. I think I still have some of them. Here's Pablo. Gives us flowers. Got a bee farm. Alright, this is El Dorado. The second base that I had kind of actually links to the first one too, but it's the giant XP farm. I have a giant sorting system back before copper golems were made. This is for flower duplication. Oh, and flower and sea pickles. Oops. It's a mushroom farm. It never worked too great. It's a clay farm and a bamboo block farm. So like unlimited wood. Got snow blocks. And that I think was pumpkins or something. I don't remember exactly because it never fully worked. Got a bunch of lava. A bunch more lava. Because the, well, for the auto smelter, but also from the XP farm, this smelts swords into gold nuggets, which get auto turned into ingots. You can actually watch them go across this thing and they come over here. Fill up a chest. The rotten flesh It initially filled up this one, or only filled up that one. It does still fill it up if it gets too full. I think I set it up to auto stop filling, but this is where the rotten flesh gets transferred to, because these all will trade for it. They also trade for gold too, but gold's more useful in other stuff too. Oh, I didn't really show the rest of so I decorated this cave. There was no water here. It was just a big empty cave. There were obviously no trees, because trees don't grow underground. I say decorated. I just put stuff in it. It was very dead. Creeping vines kind of grew more than I expected, but it's over. On this lamppost design online, have not built any more of them, but that's what the random copper stuff on the ground in the cave was. I was waiting for them to rust. There used to be a police station here. It's kind of why the road goes here and stops. We have removed it. The guy who built the police station was banned for suspected stealing. He actually has a thing over here. He, for some reason, dug a giant hole. If I'm even going in the right direction. I mean, like the right direction, if I was going to it. Okay. Yeah, he dug a giant hole. We asked I asked him if there was like a project. It was like he didn't have a project for it. He just was digging a hole. Anyway, he used to have like chests and stuff, but seeing as he got banned, I actually removed all of the chests from his base. I moved all of the stuff into that giant storage system under the main area, because like it's kind of communal. We have another, everything's connected. More on that in a second. Yeah. Yeah, so we have a giant, like, sort of nether area. The spawns down this, like, great hallway. Actually, I'm gonna go to the nether crossing, but not to the actual... Yeah, so, there's a trident farm. Well, it was gonna be a trident farm. Now it's pretty much just it's next to the creeper farm. This is an island right next, that was like closer to spawn, and spawns over that way. One of these had this one. The end portal's over there. There's nothing really special about it. We just made a path all the way to the end. All of these are high enough to where you can ride a horse down the entire length of the thing, because we did this. Well, I like upgraded the pathway when I was just on, and got horses in here so we could all race to the end. We had a whole thing. I think I recorded it, but there's a piglin trader dude. Give him gold. He gives you stuff. Just a bunch of storage with nothing. All of that does funnel down into here, where there's a giant sorting system of all the stuff that he gives you. I expanded this because I was needing to get a ton of one material specifically. I'll show that in a second, actually. It goes up to that, but Actually, for the effect, this one's the most interesting one. So it's a dragon head. It's actually Nolan's portal, or well, one of. I think he had one in his base. He also built this. I think from the top of this you can glide all the way to the creeper farm, but I'm not really certain on that, and there's nothing crazy about it. But this is the end of the flight test. This is Nart's villa. Someone built an old OG blacksmith building. I don't think that guy is on the realm anymore. Not that he got banned. I don't think he plays. I don't think he ever really plays. Trading hall. This village was built by the same guy who dug the giant pit and the police station who got banned. Get a little secret area in here for storage. Another bunny statue. This statue is actually a very old design. I built the bunnies, but it's an old design back in the day. This one is I was trying to make it slightly different. Get sit up. But that one, that design, I came up with it randomly while playing Mineplex build thing. I don't know what this is. This might be a museum. This might be something else. I'm not really certain what's going here. This is Jesse's house. I also don't know what this is going to be. This is Callum's base. I actually redid the entrance to this because of, I mean, it just has everything to underground. It's pretty far underground, but just got a bunch of stuff going there. This is the grounds for potentially a new museum. We're gonna transfer all the stuff from the center thing to here. It's gonna be pretty neat once it's finally built. The base, one of the first couple of bases back before this was even built. This is my initial base. There's a little farm going on. Got an baked potato farm. That might not still be working, but there's bamboo just floating. Yeah, there's a villager underground. He's probably dead. This got a cactus farm and an egg farm. That leads to El Dorado, the giant cave. Actually, so I did not keep the first edition of the Blossom Valley Times, but I kept the second and third. So the original name for El Dorado was Gildengard. Then I was like, no, that's stupid. Even though it's like City. It was supposed to be dwarf themed. And now this thing. So we have the flight test. Flight school. Where you can earn a flying license and all that if you complete this course. There's a ship right there that Nolan built. Nolan built this flight school in the flight test. He he was gonna put more circles and he ran out of gold. I don't think he AFK'd the gold farm, the XP gold farm, very long. Oh, there's a turtle farm in the shape of a turtle shell. There is a rocket crafting thing. Forgot about Callum's area. I didn't showcase that. Yeah, so Callum built all this. He has his little cottage core, little hut. It looks like the Blossom Valley has visited his place, and he has not done anything about it. He's got the RGB lights, the gaming room, I guess. I don't know what this is. It's a nice little decorative thing. Oh, in Jesse's house, I forgot that he had a house here too. Also very cottage core. It looks like the resistance is visited. Got a king size bed over here too. I have not been here since he finished the build. Yeah, this has been around for quite a while. The most recent build, at least, is this. It's mine. In memory of the old days. Classic Xbox 360 stuff. I did not fill the chests with music discs. Yeah, I wasn't gonna fill the chests with music discs. But it is all like the original one, or close to it. Did add a little bit of extra stuff. Like I did have to. There we go. I did have to change this because the original one, back in the day, the reach was longer. So the chest, you're supposed to be able to reach through it to like get to the stuff inside. There's absolutely nothing of value in here, but it was just a little room that existed naturally with the build that I wanted to make it. I wanted to make it actually do something else. The library area. Got where it is. There it is. Little secret bookshelf. I didn't do pull the book out or whatever, but I'll close it. Made a little walkway through the walls just because. This is actually where I put all the building materials. Is it just in the walls? There's that just. Oh yeah, I never finished it. It was going to be just a little secret outlet to have a sort of emergency escape path type esque thing. I could put something over here too, or have it outlet into the other bookshelf, but I have not yet. Oh, yeah, this is like a potion area that was in the original building. I did not build the entirety of, so there's a, in the original, there is a stable area on this side. I did not build that yet. It would have required terraforming, like a lot of terraforming, so I didn't build it yet. I might later on. The rooms did also do this. Almost forgot about it because I left it open. Did make a button so that if someone locked someone in here, they can get out. And the same here. I'm gonna get rid of these chests later. Just trying to make it look more abandoned, more nether themed. I might put some books randomly in the bookshelves here. This doesn't have a secret entrance thing, it just has a chest. Obviously no water. I was considering putting lava in there, but it's a bit of a hazard if I do that. Also this, in reverse, I used obsidian instead of gold, and gold instead of iron. This leads to the ladder. Yeah, there's the bastion. This was not at all clear. It used to be a huge chunk of netherrack. Took a long time, but I might clear this part out too, this little chunk. Not yet. I wish that this grass stuff spread like grass does. This is stone on the original one. I couldn't find I couldn't think of a stone equivalent, so I just used netherrack. If this grass stuff spread naturally and didn't have to use bone meal, it'd be a lot nicer, because then I can just like let it take over the outside area, and have like a sort of grassy area. This leads back to that big nether area over there. So does the ladder technically, but the ladder, oh yeah, you can run on top of it. This ladder also goes up to Nether Highway. Alright, so yeah, over here. The guy who got banned had gone and collected a bunch of packed ice for us. building a bunch of highways in the overworld underground, and he just had a lot of extra. There's was a wither skeleton farm over here. I don't think it works, so I'm not gonna bother to go there because it's just a bigger risk of running into more stuff that is not friendly. This is something that Brandon built that I don't know what to call it. But he was out here building it and requested another highway while I wasn't doing anything at the moment when I did that. I say it's something he built. It's something he's building. I don't really know what it is, but it's a big iron thing. So I just called it a monument. He's had to AFK that iron farm for so long just to get that. A boat. I think this is actually quicker than flying because I think I flew to that area and it just takes forever. How far away it is, and the fact that I don't know the exact coordinates back off the top of my head. I have them written down somewhere, but they're not like. Yeah, I'd have to find them. This is quicker. There was something over here. I don't actually, that might just be where I think that was just might have been the initial pathway I was making. Do this. A sort of walking platform. That is Nart's little village. This portal is the XP farm, main Blossom Valley thing. They're all labeled. Alright, and then I'm going to, just because this part is the starting island has just a small, simple house on it with a little farm. You know what? Yeah, I'll show that because it's kind of where the server started. I've built a house that spawned to for the occasional instance where there were new people. I think it was before we knew we were gonna invite a new person. All of the horses have names. Oh, the sensor as guess I need to change the settings back again. They have very unique names is all I'll say. Alright, so the starter island is the more interesting one. I forgot it was such a short trip. I didn't take it There's a mushroom island right over there. That's where we got mushrooms. This is where it began before I even joined the server. Because when I joined, they already had the town hall was built. They had they were starting to do like the Blossom Valley thing. That entire area was a village. It has since been removed, but this was the original house that Brandon and Haley built while I guess Matt was exploring. And they had this little farm going. Way over here, I randomly took I think I was trying to find the I think I was trying to find tridents because I knew there was an ocean over here. I'm not really certain on what it was I was looking for, but when I was out here, I found an ocean monument. Before I could fly, I was taking a boat just randomly in a direction. The mushroom island. That's how we got all the mushrooms. And then I'll lay it on here because it's where I saw it from. I think the visibility was a lot better for when I found it without the shaders. There's a second ocean monument. It is hard to see through the water. I don't want to fall in because there's some stuff. This might be the warm ocean that I got the sniffer egg from. I'm not really sure if this is the same ocean or not, but it wouldn't surprise me if it were. I guess one of them was building a little house here. I never actually saw this thing. I didn't show off all of the farms that were in this world, but there are quite a few, mostly in my base. Yeah, so as I showed some of them, but I didn't show all of the farms. Like in here, see, there's a golden carrot machine. Gold gets auto. A quarter or so of the gold from the farm goes into this thing automatically. Carrots from a villager who's farming away. This was meant to be an iron farm. To have a second one that would be more easily AFK'd, but it's too close to the main original village and like other villagers that it didn't work out for that. So I just turned them all into clerics. Auto sugarcane farm. This is an oozing farm, so you drop an oozing potion in there. Chickens are laying eggs, get turned into slimes, and it just kind of explodes with slime, so you do have to manually kill them. My cousin made a XP farm that is broken now. It's a moss farm. You put some bone meal in there and it just auto gives you a bunch of moss. I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to waste the bone meal. I have axolotls down here. Actually, that's apparently not the way the name is said. It's like a shodel, whatever. I don't know. Everyone says axolotl. Some of that stuff. I also did not yet explain. There was a pit in front of my base, my original base, that was also someone who got banned, but a different dude. So this was a sewer. It's been blocked up for safety purposes. Yeah, it's a sewer. It's actually pretty impressive, so I'm gonna drop down in here. I don't know if he was gonna build like tunnels off of this or not. He spent like all of his time doing this. There's black concrete powder at the bottom to make it look like it's bottomless. It's a pretty neat effect. Looks even cooler now that they added the vibrant visual shader thing. Oh, he did make tunnels. Okay, I've not been down here since he's done this. Yeah, so he made tunnels. I think that he summoned the Wither like 4 times down here, and it had gotten out of hand at least once, so it helped them dig some. But he got banned because him and the other guy were both suspected of stealing. Neither one of them would admit to it. Well, technically, this guy did after we were like, said something. He was like, oh no, yeah. It just kind of felt like he was just saying just to be able to play on the realm again. Kind of sucks, but they did do a lot. I might be missing some stuff. There's been like so much on this realm, and there's so much underground that's like hidden. It's rail cart systems going everywhere. There's a raid farm and everything over here. I'm burning rockets. Just trying to move. It's a raid farm. There's a creaking farm. This might be a coliseum. Until then, it's got bunnies. I think you can glide out to the creeper farm, which I'll go on and go to at this point. I think you can glide there from here without using rockets, but we're about to find out. Here it is. That was gonna be the Trident farm. It wasn't working too great, and I don't think I built it tall enough. But while building it, my cousin started building this creeper farm, and to make it bigger would have made this potentially not work, and this one was a little bit more useful. It's in the cloud. Okay. A little sleeping area for if someone were to AFK, they can. Originally, it was set up to where we have changed it now so that only a percentage of the people have to sleep. I think it's like 40 or so percent now. Because then if you can have one person AFK and the other person is still able to sleep, might be 50%. I don't know, but yeah, then the other person's able to sleep through the night, and you're not just trapped. But that bed was initially set up so you can have an auto clicker, just keep clicking the bed, then they would sleep every night. I think that's everything but the end. Really, there's not really anything crazy about the end. There's nothing crazy about the end itself. We made a journey to it. Built a little ramp up into the main thing to get there. And obviously we've all gotten Elytra, whatever. I think he has something underground in this. Oh, that actually reminds me of a little feature I did add that I didn't show off. Also, the castle effect wasn't exactly what I meant it to be, because it was supposed to. It would have worked a lot better if the portals faced the same way. Tried to go for that thing. Whatever that jingle's called. But put a normal one here. I want to say that I put one up here and it's the same thing. Using calibrated shulkers. But yeah, I hadn't built one up here yet because the design. Yeah, using calibrated shulkers, it can test for that and ring. I want to say that is, so far, that's everything. This realm's been around for quite a while. A couple years, probably. Maybe, well, at least 1 year. It might have been closer to 2 at this point, but it's been at least a year, maybe a year and a half. Put the chest on the roof too.